morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today I am installing these Competition Engineering by Moroso drag racing shocks. These are adjustable shocks and I'm putting them in my 1981 Z28 Camaro. But first, a disclaimer, I am in no way a mechanic. I'm just an idiot videotaping myself and the struggles I'm gonna have while installing these in my old muscle car. Now because this is because they're adjustable, I didn't want to have one setting on extra firm, one on soft, and have the thing, you know, the whole car feeling funky. I actually read the directions this time. Installing shocks isn't that hard of a thing. I've done it before on my Jeep Wrangler when I installed the new lift kit, and so it's supposed to be only 2 bolts, but we know how that goes. It's always going to be tougher than that. But I actually read the directions, I read the manual that came with these, and the first thing you're supposed to do is purge the shocks. I guess when in shipment or when they're laying down on the shelf, air can get in them. If you have air in them and you don't purge the shock, then the shock won't actually be compressing and rebounding as well as it should be. And I want this to actually perform better than my stupid old air shocks that are in the Camaro now. So to purge them, I guess you just... Man, that's hard. Ooh, that's what she said. You just put the shock in the position that it's going to be in the car, which of course for the Camaro is up and down, and actually every other car, normal cars that have sideways shocks. And you just fully compress it and decompress it. Oh, I can imagine how bad this looks to people behind me. Alright, just, you know, purging my shock first thing in the morning. Do this 12 to 15 times. Whew. Okay, so now that the shocks have been purged, I'm gonna jack up the Camaro, put it on jack stands, pull out the old shocks. Hopefully nothing is too rusty, as everything in my driveway is usually covered in rust. Pull the old shocks out, we'll see what those ones look like, and then we'll get these new adjustable shocks in. Before all you people start to whine, yes, I know, the car is disgusting. It wasn't in the garage last night, and in New Hampshire, we have a thing called pollen, and it absolutely destroyed my car. But we will wash it after I get the shocks in. So the first bolt that we're going to remove on this is that one, and you're going to need a 9/16 deep socket to get that one off. I wasn't able to film for a couple minutes there, but I removed the bottom bolt. That came off relatively easily. Next I removed this, the washer and the rubber, whatever you would call that, thingy is what I'll call it. Also up there, right there, is the air chuck, because these are stupid air shocks. So all I did was unthread the screw from that, and then as you can see hanging here, there's the screw. I unscrewed that from that over there, and then I just pulled on this, and all the air that was in the shock came out of that one, and I pulled the shock upward out of its bottom mounting point. Now I'm going to figure out how to get that top bolt out. Now, because I'm an idiot and for some reason I didn't take the tires off, I don't know why, but it's made this project a lot harder, and now that it's in the air I'd have to drop it back down and I'd have one shock bolt out, and it's just a pain in the ass. So I found it helpful to use a very long extension, and you will be able to reach up to the 2 top bolts that are in the upper of the fender. Here it comes. It's a boy! Congratulations! Now it's time to set the adjustability of the other shock and put that one in. Ugh. So the way you set the adjustability on these shocks are actually very simple. It's not like coilovers where you have to turn turn, you know, the bolt, blah, 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 blah. All you have to do is make sure the shock is all the way compressed, and you just spin this little thing at the bottom. And you hear it click. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Can you hear that? So you have, I don't remember what R stands for. R is regular. Then you have firm, and you have extra firm. I'm doing extra firm for this application. I get way too much squat when I accelerate, and I have too much body roll. So I'm gonna set them at the extra firm setting, and all you really have to do to adjust them, even when they're on the car, well, you actually have to pull them out to adjust them. I didn't think about that. I'll put them in extra firm and see what happens. These shocks are for drag racing only, not for street use. Sorry, Dad. Okay, so on the passenger side, I had a little bit more difficulty than I did on the driver's side. On the driver's side, I didn't pull off the tire. I really didn't have to. It would have made it easier, but I had already jacked the car up, put jack stands and stuff, and started, so I couldn't drop it back down. But on the passenger side, I removed the tire. I needed to because I could not get to the two upper bolts. And it did make it a lot easier because now I have all this room in the wheel well to work. So I just about have the top two bolts off this side shock. I have the bottom one out, and this old stupid air shock is almost out. This one's a boy too. Now both old air shocks are out. Driver's side performance adjustable shock is in, and now I'm going to put the other new shock in this side. So now I'm just about to tighten the final bolt of this installation, which is the bottom bolt. I have the rubber bushing and the washer on there, and I'm just going to tighten this up. I will have to Google what spec to torque these down to, and then I'll put on the wheels, and that will complete this installation. Okay, car's in the ground, new shocks are in. I'm gonna close the trunk, tighten up my lug nuts, and take it for a test drive. Another video with my reaction to them, how they feel on the car, or if they don't work at all, which I don't know why they wouldn't, will be coming soon. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, browse the channel, like the video if you like the install, thumbs down if you hate me or hate the car, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.